Huddly doodly every pony. We are back doing another slaughtering, and apparently we're both not doing so well. It's been a hell of a couple of days. Okay. So we're probably going to go for, I don't know, an hour and a half or 2 hours. I'm not sure how much energy I can keep up to do this type of thing. I've just been kind of chilling out. Hello, Gargod, in chat.
Hello, Mapper. Mapper doing my job of saying that chat at the beginning of each stream.
True.
Because, I did not have time to open the stream, before the stream began. Because, I had to do the laundry and clean the dishes because, after dinner and all that stuff.
Right.
So I was a little bit late this time, but,
It
this
happens.
should count as an excuse. Yeah.
Alrighty. So, we are looking at the slaughtering screen again. Let's see. It'll be okay. I was looking at chat. You bury it a little bit, but we're okay. We showed it on the full screen, so it's good. Anyway, we are looking at. There's quite a few Madoka submissions here, so we're probably gonna do. I don't know. We're probably gonna skip around a little bit. I do want to check out this Crusader song. I think I skipped it last time because I wanted to listen to the Russel Dickerson cover, but then I had all of these problems and didn't really have time to do much of anything. So let us check out Kronikor, Police Bastards. Why is the links so far away? It's that's weird, but okay, let's check that out. Let's do theater mode. So it goes all the way across. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Actually, let me just really super fast make this just a slightly teensy bit bigger so I can move it around a little bit. I do want to be able to see the title on the video. There we go. That will work right there. Perfectamundo, as they say, probably nowhere, because I think that might be a word I made up just now. All right. This is Kronikor Police Bastards, and considering it's a minute 13, and the suggested is Grindcore, it's Grind War channel. So let's check this out. This is going to be from Brazil, which is pretty sweet. Let's check it out. Jesus, having police sirens on your metal album is becoming kind of a trope now. The only one that comes to mind that I can think of that did it recently was Carnivore by Body Count. That album, or it might have been just the song. But yeah, that album has police sirens in it pretty often, which is pretty neat. I like this real old school kind of punk rock vibe. That we're getting it with it's like the lo-fi grindcore beats to chill and /study to or some shit. That's
probably hardcore, more like
actually
hardcore.
I have it set to 144 for some reason. I'll bet you it doesn't look so much like shit if I were to fix that. So let's see. It is first time listening to this song, I thought the guitars were simulating the sirens. I did as well.
I thought that was just someone screaming, not like the instrument or the police sirens. I thought it was just someone screaming, like high-pitched shrieks or something like that.
Right. I thought it was a whale, yeah. Okay, let's keep it going. I don't think this guy is super viable behind the mic.
Slideshow.
Yeah.
Slideshow.
That was a little goofy. Yeah.
I expected like, here's me, here's my friend, here's our drummer, here's my cat, here's my dinner, here's my mom. Mom saying hi, we're in the video on YouTube. No, that's the impression I got. It's so silly.
Yeah. It was a little silly to put the slideshow in there, but musically, I'm not so sure about this vocalist, man. I don't think he's super viable behind the mic. He comes off as very try hard without kind of having any of the technique down. He's got the spirit, but he doesn't seem to have the skill. The impression I get is whoa, 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 instead of like your proper like death growls or whatever y'all call them.
No, I mean like it's the death growls probably won't fit here in general, since it's like more of a punk hardcore thing rather than grindcore. But like even for punk hardcore, that expression is like very underwhelming and like not energetic and aggressive enough. That's what
Right.
that's what I would say. It's like something like desperate howling.
Right.
You can say so. Instead of like declamating and like
Crust
vocals
punk
that are
gorilla growls.
yeah, probably more like vocals that are just like a punch in your face, like something like that, you know.
Yeah.
That would work much better. And here it's just like a little bit contained, a little bit shy, a little bit pathetic, if you can say so. Maybe it's just a little bit pretentious, like trying to emulate this like delivery, but like failing at it.
Yeah,
Or
I think
just-
it's
like
one of the
not
those
being good at
instances where the crossover isn't really working. Where we do it seems like he's shooting for sort of a grindcore type of vocal style, but we're crossing it over with like this crust punk or like hardcore type of stuff, and I just don't think that it mixes very well. It could have probably, if we had like some proper technique going on and it wasn't just kind of this guttural shit going on. If he was literally just yelling, it probably would have sounded better than this kind of try-hardy shit. But let's keep it going. I do dig that guitar tone though, that real super raw crunchy sound. I like that a lot. And then the drummer was pretty good. You know, it's very clearly very low budget, a 2 mic situation. Let's look at I wonder if this is a recording setup or if it's just a demo setup. It looks like he's got an overhead here. That it's really difficult.
Has a microphone.
The guitarist does have a microphone. I don't know if I heard any backups throughout the whole thing.
Same.
But let's see here. We've got one overhead. We've got our bass mic here. And I wonder if that's it. I don't see any other... If that's even a bass mic right here, actually. I'm not even sure. Because when we saw it on the wide angle, I don't see any tripods or anything. Maybe that's a snake.
I would assume it's just a rehearsal video or something like that.
Maybe it's possible that this might be just the video that they recorded for it, but they weren't actually recording.
There's little to no footage in this whole video of their like actually performing the song. So I wouldn't say they put that much effort in it. In general, like filming a whole music video, right as they were recording it. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's the actual footage of them playing it.
I wonder if this is proprietary footage of whatever like demonstration or protest or whatever's going on right now. I wonder if this is proprietary footage
I
or if
I
they
think I
ripped it.
saw a Ukrainian flag like at the very last seconds of the video.
A Ukrainian flag? This is definitely
Maybe?
Brazilian police.
Yeah, but like, can you like skip to the very like last 10 seconds or something?
That is a
This
Ukrainian
one.
flag there.
Oh, so okay.
So this would be recent, but it could be. Oh wait, no, there it says right there, Euro News. Okay, so this isn't a proprietary. I was wondering if they were out there, getting into it and then writing songs about it, because that would have been like super fucking cool and bass.
And it's from February 4th, so like before the Russian invasion in Ukraine. Okay.
Huh. That's awesome. Yeah, that shit was wild.
Probably made with Windows Movie Maker.
Probably.
Like,
Probably, but okay.
It
So
works.
that was Kronikor, Police Bastards, and if Windows Movie Maker is what you got, then it's what you got. It can work for you. There's stuff you can do with it. So let's see. We've got let's do Bury Me Band, Mechanize live. Get more of some of this like post-COVID era type of shit. Oh, well, no, this is going to be a basement show.
Yes, the J. Doggo, Nebraska on the vocals.
Oh, is it? It's not really, is it, though?
No, that's not him.
It just looks like him. That's awesome.
Almost, like, kind of, sort of. That's what Gargot said.
Okay, so we've got our Marshalls, Marshall half stack over here. We got a Marshall cabinet over here. Nice little Tama 5-piece here. Let's see here. This looks like
a Yamaha. Is that a Yamaha or
the guitar?
No, the bass. I think it's a Yamaha.
It looks like a Yamaha. Yes, with this tiny little head. This is an LTD. What I can't remember what it's called, but this is I like these guitars a lot too. Okay.
LTD something.
The LTD
LTD's nuts.
There you go. All right. I like the Pirates of the Caribbean back here. This this aesthetic is all over the place and it's great. I love it. Okay. Let's do it.
Hello. We are Bury Me.
You know what's funny about this guy? He wait, hold on. I recently watched this movie. This movie. What's the? I want to see the.
About the car?
Yes, Christine.
Yeah.
What? Oh, there he is, Arnie. Yes, that's it right there.
Not quite. Not quite, I'd say.
All right.
It still looks more like J. Dickerson, though.
Yeah, a little bit. He kind of does. Okay, let's do it.
This is our tape for Woodstockton. Enjoy. This one's called Mechanize.
I love the clipping, I just like how we've relied entirely and completely on the camera to pick up all of the sound, which is terrible. It's so bad.
Okay, so that's not a Yamaha, it's Ibanez Soundgear series, like, I think. Just like, I see that tiny Soundgear logo on headstock.
I can't even recognize it. What is it called again? A Soundgear? Oh, wait, Ibanez?
Soundgear series. Oh,
Soundgear.
They have like different Soundgear bases, and
well, it looks just like this one.
Okay, that might be it.
Yes, the Ibanez GRS 200, whatever, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, fairly cheap and like low budget instruments.
Yeah, this LTD is, as far as I understand, is not. That's a intermediate guitar. It's not like an expensive, whatever. But this what is it? I think it's a humbucker and a split coil. I think that will get you by. That will get you by, especially when you're playing hard, fast, and loud like this.
The problem with these like pickup configurations, where you have like the precision, like pickup in the neck, like the what's this called? Okay, precision bass pickup. Okay, and then you have the jazz bass single in the bridge. You get neither of each tone. So like you would think you would get both, but you get neither, because like none of them do a really good job at emulating the precision bass or jazz bass. Like it's a weird combination that usually does not work on like cheap basses.
Why does the bass seem to not have a wire connected to anything? It appears to have a cable. As far as I can see, it looks like it. Trying to discern through the pixels. Do we go higher? Oh, we do go higher. We go all the way up to 1080. We don't talk
about the microphone brands because no one hears the vocalists.
Everybody talking about the guitar bass, but nobody's talking about the mic brand. That's funny. But this is, yes, the cable is on a 90. There's a 90 cable right there. Which is interesting. Drummers back there getting it. Just getting it.
They lost their second drummer. There's a second drum stack.
I see that.
Like behind the bassist. They probably had a second drummer, but they killed him.
Yeah.
In the same basement.
He's buried in there somewhere. They're building the mechanical version of him. That's what the song is about.
True.
All right, let's keep it going. Or not. I like that energy. That's good. Also, we're kind of shifting into what feels like more of a melodic thing. That's very welcome as well. I love this vocalist, bro. Are you watching him? He's like delivering these screams that I can't really hear, so I don't know if they're actually good or not, but he's delivering them in such a way, like suave, like as if he's delivering a smooth jazz number, and it's really funny. I like that contrast. It's really fun. True. I also like the Fender cap when no one has any Fender gear at all. That's also really good. Got to get that the logos on there. It's kind of like whenever you have your piece of shit Ford Fiesta and you've got a bunch of stock bullshit in it and you put a bunch of ricer crap on it, like lights and vinyl and all that bullshit, but you don't make it any faster, so it's producing less than 100 horsepower, and it's just like grandma's car that you take to get the groceries on it, but you slap your NOS sticker on the side and all that bullshit. You put your hooker headers on the back window like your shit's tuned out or whatever. That is the good stuff. That's the confidence right there. Horsepower. Every sticker adds 5 horsepower. That's the joke. I also like how all of them have their own unique, distinct personalities and whatever. There's like none of them seem to be like trying really hard or whatever. They just are. This guitarist has got a lot of energy to him. He's really good. And then this vocalist is, it's just got a weird delivery that contrasts well. The drummer back here is stone faced, but he sounds like he's really concentrating. And then the bassist over here is just kind of like yeah, I'm doing the thing, you know, just I'm part of the band. Oh shit. You can hear the bass pretty good in this though. He's not doing too bad over there. Let's keep it going. It sounds so bad. Like, even if all you have to do is put, like, you only need like one overhead over the drums, maybe, and then you put a couple of mics in front of your cabinets, and then you do a direct input with your vocals. They clearly have enough equipment there. Like, I think even if they don't, no, they have to. They've got to have a mixer that they're running all this through, right? They couldn't be running all of this through independent cabinets without running it through a mixer. There's no way. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they are, but it's a Behringer mixer. I want to say Behringer mixer, like 4-channel. 4-channel mixers, like $40, $50. Oh, they've gone up. But yeah, this one right here, actually, I have this one. And it's fucking amazing. This little thing right here. And then you do, I've got that cable somewhere around here. This adapter, where you got your left and your right channels. And they go out into a 1/4 inch. And then you plug it into your... You plug it into your fucking USB, Focusrite, Scarlett, whatever, and then you just record that shit, and then you layer the videos over each other, and it will just, it will make a world of difference. It will just, and it's, it costs this much money, and it's world of difference.
I think they just didn't want it. Like, they weren't trying to do it that way to record the live clear sound from their rehearsal.
This is a live take from our song Mechanize, taking today's practice in preparation for our first live. Tasman Kiopa on drums and Liam Vanderbilt on bass. Okay, so they're new, and it shows kind of. Because like as I was saying earlier, the vocalist and the guitarist are exchanging a lot of energy, and they're doing very well. And then I guess the drummer and the bassist are new, and it kind of shows. This I feel like this is clearly a demo. Like, they're trying to show the thing, and I feel like if you're gonna do a proper demo, you don't even have to be doing, like, putting a whole lot of effort into your mix. When you're recording, but at least doing something just a teensy tiny bit better than relying solely on the camera's microphone, because the camera's microphone is clearly not adequate even a little bit. It's a fun video. I think that these two dudes are doing a lot of energy, and I think that the drummer and the bassist are playing very well. So it's fun, but I feel like sonically there is so much that they could have done, and it disappoints me. Why 2 drum sets, only 1 drummer? We discussed that earlier. They killed the other one. They said
I don't think it sounds like Papa Roach Last Resort. Honestly.
Who said that? Wait, still thinking that riff seemed like really like Last Resort by Papa Roach? I got 0 Papa Roach vibes, and I used to listen to that song on repeat when I was like 12.
I made a mashup.
Yeah.
Of Last Resort over My Chemical Romance, I'm Not Okay. And it worked. I had to like Melodyne, the vocals from the Papa Roach, vocal line, but like it fits perfectly. It's the happiest suicide song.
Alrighty. Well, cool. We got about 40 seconds left, so let's keep it going. Props to the guitarist for playing this in standard tuning, by the way. I think that's pretty fucking cool.
Those were like pretty rhythmically accurate 16th notes on the bass drum. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's definitely like very, very good. I don't think that the bass ever really got a chance to shine in this particular song, and I couldn't really pick up what the guitar was doing. I just liked his energy. I think that, you know, his performance, showmanship, I think was enough for me. And then the vocalist has just got this really idiosyncratic vibe that I really enjoy. So I don't know.
This player mostly took the rhythm guitar role because like the lead guitar, like the guitarist was playing like the leads and the riffs and all that, and the bass provided that not only the bass low end, but it also like took the rhythm guitar role because like there is no rhythm guitar to support the lead guitar that is playing riffs. So.
Right. So it says this clip will be used as our Woodstockton band submission. And so, yes, that also reaffirms kind of what I was saying about, like, come on, you guys, you just invest your $40, $50 into one of these. You can find them. Well, this one is used, but you can find them at your local Guitar Center or Soundman or whatever the fuck music store you got going around. They're incredibly. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Very easy to find, but
thank you.
No problem. I got you, buddy. This was fun. It's a pretty decent Tama sounding, like a kit. I couldn't quite see what symbols they got. It looks like a Sabian pack. It looks like it all came in a set, because they all seemed to match both visually and sonically. Or audioly, or whatever the fuck word is that I'm looking for. But this is good stuff. It was fun. That was a fun video. I appreciate Gargod for submitting that one. That was a lot of fun. Shit biscuits. Okay, let's check out Zorn Apocalypse.
I have no idea what that is. I just found it on MMD. It's probably something. I don't know.
Something. Well, I would hope so. Okay. So let's check this out. Zorn Apocalypse. Looks like it's just going to be album art. Not much to see here. This feels like Rob Zombie when he first departed from White Zombie, when he first became like a solo artist. That's what this feels like. I feel like at any moment we're going to bust into, hey, yeah, I'm the one that you wanted. Hey, yeah, I'm your super beast. Oh my god, the similarities are really wild. It's not even close to the same song. Like, you know, rhythmically, even tempo, everything is totally different. It's just got a lot of the same vibes. He's definitely, I wonder, drawing some inspiration from like Hellbilly Deluxe, which I think might have been Rob Zombie's first album. I'm not actually sure. So. Shriek the lips upon a ragged tongue. Industrial metal time. I think that because industrial metal is almost a whole genre in and of itself. Industrial metal can be as diverse as, you know, most other genres. So you'll have songs that have a White Zombie feel. You'll have some that have a Rob Zombie like flavor to them. And then you go over to Fear Factory, which Fear Factory carves out its entire other genre. And then you have Static X, which is totally and completely in a different ballpark altogether. Industrial metal is incredibly diverse, and it's one of the reasons why when I'm not listening to the more extreme like core genres, I partake in industrial metal. That is my stuff. I can't remember the name of that Brony artist that we listen to that does like industrial metal, and I'm blanking on him. Thrasher, I think.
Stallion?
No, Thrasher. He does like
Thrasher?
industrial type of stuff sometimes.
Oh, sort of.
Well, yeah, it's like metal, but with like sort of a like electronic elements are really heavy driving, especially they use beats like almost kind of a hip hop flavor to them. No, it's Thrasher. I think that's his name, right? Thrasher. I'm not gonna be able to Google him. I forget he's small. He doesn't have that many subscribers. I have to now. Thrasher Brony music. Yeah, Ponies at Dawn. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure we've listened to this.
There's got to be a link like in the description to his Bandcamp.
Follow Thrasher on, yeah. He's only got 900 subscribers, which is criminally low, because these songs are fucking phenomenal. I know we've listened to them. All of these we've listened to before on stream. These are just, they're so fucking good. But anyway, yeah, that's another type of thing. Metal being very diverse, for sure. Ponies at Dawn just naming them metal. Yeah. It's that triggers me so bad.
I had that conversation with Alex like multiple times by now, and well,
because when you say metal, you can go from Infant Annihilator to Five Finger Death Punch, which these people are going to hit very extremely different demographics. Yeah, music. Just put music.
This is a whole this is a huge topic to discuss, and I don't want to talk about it right now, honestly.
I got you.
I had that conversation multiple times with Alex, and well, we did sort of come to an agreement, but not that much, honestly. So metal, yes, it's just metal.
It's just sound. I like it. I like sound. Anyway, waves. Sonic vibration. We have waves. All right, let's keep this one going. This is I don't know if it's actually inspired by Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe album, but it has a lot of the same cues from it, if not. And he's doing pretty good with it too. It's not like it's a bad rendition. If this is like an interpolation, not an interpolation, but like if this is kind of an inspired version of that, it's neat.
Yes, they called it Indus metal.
Indus
metal. Yeah, but like I think they meant industrial, so
okay.
They just said Indus for some reason. Whatever.
All right, let's keep her going. snare. Yeah, it's not. I don't think that's a very good snare sample. I don't really think that these are very good samples at all through the drums. But the composition of having that very, very hard 4 on the floor and not really much variance outside of that is another, like, that genre or that type of niche. I don't know what you'd call it. That kind of path that Rob Zombie has kind of carved out, that seems to be something that everybody did after that. As soon as Rob Zombie started doing electronic sampled drums, super hard 4 on the floor with nothing else in between, and it's just then a lot of people within that sort of sphere started doing that, which is cool. That's fine. Hell, even Andrew WK kind of does that too. He does that where it's he does a bass drum on 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then he does snare on 2 and 4. So it ends up with this very, bullshit, which is, that's one of the drawbacks of this, because like a lot of my attention is on the drums, and so, it's just one of the things. Pretty cool. He broke it down a little bit, kind of went into a half-step beat, and then put a little bit of whatever that fucking shit is, that shit going on in the background, but he's kind of kept the same guitar riff going on so it stays familiar. That's pretty neat. It's cool. Oh, well, then it just ended. So that was the outro, I guess. It wasn't really whatever. But, I listened to hours and hours and hours of Rob Zombie's Hellbilly Deluxe album, and this had a lot of that vibe. So it felt like something I had listened to about 1,000 billion times. So it kind of came off as sort of unremarkable, but also, with the exception of not really impressive samples for the drums, it was overall okay. It was sort of unremarkable, I guess you could say. Not anything to write home about, but also not bad. I guess that's really all I have to say about that one.
It was kind of monotonous. I didn't notice when the song started and when it ended. It just happened.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep. So unremarkable, I think, is a pretty good summation of.
It was okay, but
Yeah.
I didn't notice that you played the song.
It would have made good background noise for, I don't know, some kind of project maybe, which Alrighty. So that was that. Let us go to. Let's check out Ancestral Sin. So Ancestral Sin.
No.
I feel like
You
we've
didn't
listened.
No. No. No.
No,
Don't.
it just was. It was a song for sure. Okay, I feel like we've listened to Ancestral Sin before, have we?
Yep.
Okay,
Last
cool.
time. And I think 2 times in general.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me see.
This is gonna be a
Yeah,
long song
two
Grind War.
already.
Okay. I hope that we liked it before, if we're going to be listening to more of it. So here we go. Demon and the Demagogue.
The Demagogue on his way to power and to world infamy as history's arch war criminal. In the Nazi downfall, Mussolini has been executed by patriots of his own country, and Hitler has come to an end appropriate to a war maker, the atrocities of whose Nazi regime have shocked the world.
You know, I've got to say, the more I learn about this Hitler guy, gotta say, I'm not a fan. Not really big on the guy, you know? Doesn't seem like all that good a dude. Just saying. Anyway. This is very good.
This is great. This is great. This is great. This is great. Like 10 out of 10. Get out of here. 10 out of 10.
Very good. Not my vibe. Of course it's not your vibe. Miles per hour. This was so good, though. This is very good. The intensity and even the video editing. It's just, this is fucking perfect. I don't know if we've, I don't remember being this impressed by Ancestral Sin before. But this is very good. Let's keep her going.
This is dope. Like, it sounds just like very, very tight, high energy. The vocal delivery is amazing, like very powerful, right in your face. This like punk hardcore vibe, punk hardcore energy and delivery, and like everything about it is great.
Yeah,
including the mixing and like probably the music itself. I haven't listened to the music yet. I was listening to the energy and the mixing. The music is probably okay. So let's keep going. I wonder what it sounds like, because like it feels good, but what it sounds like.
Right. Let's keep it going. There was a blast beat right there. Oh, he said not my vibe on the Hitler guy. Yeah, I get the same impression. You know, just not my bag. I'm just not into the guy. But yeah, dude. Fuck me. Okay. Anyway, it's really good. The guitar tone is good. It's clean and polished, but it's also got that really loud, obnoxious crunch to it as well. And then the drums are super punchy. And it's great. I haven't really picked up much on the bass guitar quite yet, but then
it is audible. It's like ringing. And it's maybe a little bit like no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not buried. It's not buried in the mix. It's just there doing the job, and it's audible. It's like the ringing strings like on the fretboard and all that, like the attack he plays with. It's all audible, and it only adds more to the energy and the fast pace of the song. So it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm digging the shit out of this. This is going in the best of the best. That's gonna go into the workout playlist for sure. All right. I just love the way he's delivering the vocals, especially in the really rapid fire parts where it kind of blends together. You know, you don't really get that very often in these types of vocals where it's not so clear and concise. You're going to blend some syllables together, and it comes out, you know, very intense, where you're kind of assigning words to sounds at that point. And it's just, but man, does he sell it. That is so good. This was incredible.
This is the type of vocals we missed in that first Kronikor song.
Yes.
Like, this is the type of delivery we missed in that particular song.
Yes.
So, maybe not particularly like the higher of a pitch, because like the first guy was like more on like low mids or something like that. He was like, or I don't know. And here he's just like shrieking and all that. And like energy wise and delivery wise, this would probably work in the first song if applied to the first vocalist, like vocal range or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Because this guy is definitely not trying for like grindcore. He's not trying for like a death grind type of sound, or like or just you know that Chris Barnes or like Corpse Grinder type of like shit going on. Excuse me. He's not trying for that. He's just carving out his own space, and I think that's fucking based. He's really doing it well as well. Just awesome. Really, really good stuff right here. Very impressed. I don't know what this means. What does Leeuwarden mean? Is a city and municipality in Friesland, Netherlands. That's probably not how you say that. Friesland. That is Friesland. That's probably not how you say it, but
I don't see it on screen because it's so blurred. Like the stream is pixelated on my end, so
oh, okay.
I wouldn't tell.
It's spelled just like fries, like the food. Friesland. Friesland. I don't know what that is, but okay. So that's where they're from. That's neat. Hardcore punk crossover band from Leeuwarden, Netherlands. All right, neat. That is super fucking cool. Good stuff. Alrighty. Moving on. Let us go to the next one. I've never heard of Isaak Wolf. Actually, let's do the J-Dog-Gone one. Tactosa.
Oh no, the intro, the fucking intro.
Oh, you're
Slam
saying
Worldwide.
It's a Slam Worldwide? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Slam Worldwide release. Alrighty. Okay, we can get through this.
Let's go.
Alright. I don't know how much we've missed. Okay. So this is Tactosa Augured In, I think is how you say that, from Slam Worldwide. I'm so glad that this channel can boost this tiny little blip. Yes. All right, let's check it out.
The room is dead silent, yet your thoughts are deafening.
This goes hard as fuck, though.
There's something is wrong with the vocals, like frequencies wise. It's like when with those like gutturals and like it's probably the gutturals. Some frequencies are missing, and I'm not quite understanding what exactly is missing in your frequency range. Something's really wrong.
I'm more focused on how good these fucking shrieks are. It's so good.
That was unexpected, honestly. Like I expected a different type of vocals in this particular track.
I expected another, cookie cutter Slam Worldwide guttural. Just it was going to be 3.5 minutes of, that kind of shit. And this guy's like just blowing this fucking shit out of the water. It's good stuff. Okay, let's keep her going and see what.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the vocals at least.
Okay. Oh my god, that groove is so good. Oh
The
man.
instrumental is mixed well though. Like I feel like there is a lot of space in the mix. Like you have the guitars like hard pan, like left and right. There's the bass. And there are the drums. They are occupying like the cymbals, the toms, the kick, snare, etc. There is a lot of space in between each element of the drum section and in between all of the elements of the mix. And the vocals are just like in the center of everything, and they are not occupying the whole free space in between like all the instruments. They are straight in the center. They are doing the job, and they are not overpowering everything else. Like even when the vocals are in focus during the choruses or verses or whatever that is, the mix it doesn't feel like it's too busy or too compressed or like over compressed. Like it doesn't have a lot going on. And when the vocals just tone down and there is only like the instrumental breakdown, there is so much space. It just feels surreal that they made it sound airy. Like there's a lot of air and space, and you can just enjoy the crispiness of each instrument individually.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds amazing because like from the stuff we usually hear on Slam Worldwide, it's just a brick wall over compressed with like those like bass sound effect that goes like
Yes.
with each like drum thing and the breakdowns, etc., etc.
We're only 50 seconds in, so it's possible in the next 2.5 minutes that we're going to get one of those dive bomb bass sub basses. But
yeah, but I don't think it will ruin this particular mix already. If they add more elements to it, it might somehow like affect the current mixing. But for now, it just feels amazing how they worked with the spacing and how it feels that it's not busy. It's not adding any pressure to my ears. It's easy to listen to and it's enjoyable to listen to because it's a very tastefully balanced mix, like space-wise and leveling-wise. This is just incredible. I did not expect that from Slam Worldwide, honestly.
Yeah.
I despise the vocals though, but like the vocals are shit, but like the instrumental is just beautiful.
It sounded like he's running an effect. It sounded like there was some kind of masking effect going on, like maybe like a non-transversing chorus or something that like hollowed it out. I know what you're talking about. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's an interesting. I like the shrieks. I think he sounds really good. I'm liking everything from top to bottom on this one. Let's keep her going. Oh my god, this is so fucking good.
This is so balanced. Did you hear like when there was only like the bass and the drums, the rest of the mix did not like drown.
Yeah.
And like the bass was at the same level as it was before, and like the guitars just added to it, and the levels were kept the same. Like
right.
There was no like misbalance when like first goes the bass and then the guitar just added to 11 or something like that. It was just all balanced, and then the groove and the delivery of those like breakdowns and stuff, that was amazing. Amazing. I'm mostly amazed with the mixing rather than the music, because the music is kind of generic, but they made it work with the groove and the mixing. That's what I like about it.
It's clearly not your average. It's not your amateur mix where the compression serves a lot of function in the postmaster or the post recording master, mix and master, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where a lot of people will compress the fuck out of it, so whenever other instruments drop out, the volume of the instruments that are left will raise, and that did not appear to be the case in this one. There's a very, very tight control of all the sounds going on. And I think this track compositionally is fucking groovy, and it's also super heavy. Like, I don't know, I'm extremely impressed all the way around on this one, from the mix and master to the performance to the composition and everything. It's just very, very good. This is right up my alley for sure. We're about halfway through. Let's keep her going. Do you really think so? They said the vocalist looks like AC Race best.
Well, close enough, but like not quite there. Like almost there. Well, they have something in common, but like.
Isn't AC Race best like? My image of him in my head, he's like huge. Isn't he like swole as fuck?
Not sure. I mostly like recognize and remember his face rather than sure. So I wouldn't know. Also, I realized what exactly makes the drum sound so like spacious and undercompressed and very like free of any compression or overload. It's the perfect snare.
Oh yeah, he's
the snare and the reflections, the reverb on the snare, that makes it sound like as if there is more space than is provided or given for listeners. So it gives the impression that there is more space than we can actually hear. You just feel the space, not hear it. So
yeah,
it's not like it's only the snare that does the job, but like thanks to the snare, it only adds more to that spaciness and spatialness.
Yeah. His high vocals are way better than his lows. His gutturals are pretty good. They're okay. They're not bad. But his shrieks are definitely where he's got the most going on for him, for sure. Let's keep her going.
They don't sound special to me like at all. I hear this type of vocals a lot and very often, especially on Slam Worldwide, probably. So I'm not impressed. It's just your typical something. So it's okay. It's okay. The mixing though.
The mixing though does stand out for sure. I got you. Let's keep her going. I do love that Lucker stomp. That's good shit right there. the second song I think we've had police sirens in. The super slow chugging outro is done for me. That is gonzo. Not really my thing anymore. I will put up with it in order to keep the first 2.5 minutes of this. It's not like it's bad, like I don't like it. It's just not. It doesn't blow my fucking mind anymore. Readable logo, 0 out of 10. That is true. I'm going to go ahead and dislike this video because I can read their logo.
I mean,
JK, LOL.
If they decided to end the song on something different, that would probably work much better, honestly.
Yeah.
I like how they delivered that last breakdown and the slowdown and kept those like tempo changes and all that stuff. But still, it felt a little bit off for what the song offered.
Especially because of the breath. I think the breath took a lot away because you expected it to drop on a specific count, and right when it was gonna drop, it was inhale instead of the drop, and that did not feel right to me at all. But it is what it is. It's still pretty fucking good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Well, the mixing made it for me.
All
Vocals.
right.
Okay, whatever.
Tactosa, Augured In. That's who that was. So, let us move on to the next one. I don't know which ones. Okay, let's see here. We can go back to Mr. Lo-Fi or HORNEEZ. We've listened to HORNEEZ before, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
How do we end this song? Yeah, just break down. But we already did a breakdown. Break it down again. Even more.
Break down the breakdown.
Yeah. Let's check out this Crusader song real quick. I do want to check this out. A nice little change of pace here. He said Russel Dickerson covers. So if you're familiar with Russel Dickerson, the old rustled dick, the old, yeah, then you will be familiar with this song, which I am not. Who is who?
Who's that?
I don't
know. Russel Dickerson. Who's Russel Dickerson? Do you know?
Let us find out. Okay, he looks like a douche. I don't like him. I don't like your face.
No, I mean,
Russel
like,
Dickerson.
The musician. If it's a musician, I mean it's probably a musician, but like,
you probably made out to one of my songs, Live for One, Love for All, Tickets to the All, whatever. Blah. He's followed by Crusader. It's the only one that I know.
Okay.
He's got 48,000 followers. I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a fuck that I don't like his face. But I don't like your face, Russel Dickerson.
I mean, let's just listen to the song.
Okay.
I was just thinking that that's one of those like legendary country musicians of United States from the 70s or from the 80s, because like their names all sound the same to me, because like they give me the impression that they are just like your typical United States redneck country singers. So I was thinking that you know who that is because you live in America, but apparently you don't know every single country player, like country musician in the United States. So guess I was wrong.
I have never heard of Russel Dickerson before. My girlfriend is very into country music, but yes, you are correct though that all of them sound the same. Like all of their names and their music and everything is all like exactly the same. There's a couple of people that will carve out their own little niche little thing going on, like Big and Rich. Yeah, the Big and Rich will have their own like flavor of pop country, but like Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Jason Aldean, all these people, they all sound the same. And I hate it that people pretend like they sound different. It's so fucking stupid to me because but like my girlfriend can tell, but then again, at the same time, she listens to metal and thinks they all sound exactly the same as well. She listens to a lot of country, so she can pick up like the distinctions between a Garth Brooks song and a Brooks and Dunn song, or a Jason Aldean song versus a Alan Jackson song and all that crap.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
There's a are you aware? I know you don't like Metallica, but are you aware that I want to say James Hetfield did a country album, and all he did was put the middle initial of his name. It was like James D. Hetfield or some shit like that, and he made a country album under that name, and it's fucking garbage.
I'm only aware of the country versions of some songs from Metallica.
No, he did. It was all original music, and it was fucking garbage.
It was probably done by someone else, but like, I don't remember the band name who did like country Metallica covers. It's like I only remember they did like Unforgiven. It sounded so fucking funny.
Yeah,
with banjo and all that stuff. Like,
I know who you're talking about. It rings a bell, but I don't know the name. So anyway, Blue Tacoma. For those that are unaware in the international audience, a Tacoma is a truck. So, yeah. Okay, let's check this song out. So country music has a tendency to be nostalgic. Like it tends to look back on, back in my day type of shit and whatever. And nothing makes me feel old than when people get nostalgic for vehicles that I remember as a teenager being brand new. Because that looks like a new, like one of the newer Toyota Tacomas in this picture. Oh no. I want to say this model came out, it wasn't even that long ago. Yeah. So this is like, I don't follow Toyotas very much. And I don't know when this model came out.
1986? No?
No. Not that one. Because they have like models where they will change.
Can you just Google them? Like Google the model and there will be like newer versions and like, what do they call it? Restyling?
Okay, yeah, body styles. So I don't know when the newer body style came out, because this was old. This was the Toyota Tacoma when I was little.
From
and
the 90s.
This shit came out in like 07. Yeah, there you go. 07. So I was like a teenager. I was driving and this was like a brand new truck. And so, yeah. So seeing people nostalgic over that kind of shit makes me feel fucking old.
So I feel like this has too much high end. Like the percussion is a little bit too loud, and it is slightly unbalanced to the rest of the mix because the low end is kind of blurred and not solid enough to provide a solid basis for the whole mix.
Okay. I think I understand.
This is kind of odd. Like I feel like there is like if you take a pyramid, like a triangle, and like flip it upside down, that's what you get with this mix. You have wide and loud high end with percussion and everything, and it just narrows down to the bass being like almost indistinguishable, very quiet, and not solid enough to provide like the concrete basis for everything that is built upon the bass.
Yeah.
That's the impression I get so far.
Okay.
It's okay. Like it's not like a huge or a major flaw. It's just that it's the first thing that comes to my mind when I listen to the first seconds of this song, especially in comparison to the previous mix where everything was just fucking balanced and based.
Yeah. Based. Let's do it.
Wheels rolling on an old Toyota Twister.
He said old Toyota. Kill me. Oh my God. Fucking kill me. How are you going to have a 2007 Toyota Tacoma in your picture and talking about old Toyota Tacoma?
Blame the original artist. It's just a cover. Crusader did nothing wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong. It's just, ugh. You know? He's not being very considerate to the boomers in his audience. All right, keep her going.
Stop on a sun-kissed soda, your brown hair in the west coast wind. If heaven is anywhere, 90s hits at the top of our lungs, shuffling it on still the one, missing turns cause that's our song. If heaven is anywhere, it's in a blue Tacoma, California. When I know you're in your hair, rays of gold are shining on you. If heaven is anywhere, it's never running out of golden road. Always having your hand to hold in a blue Tacoma, California. If heaven is anywhere, it's...
He covered it. That's the mistake. No, I'm not saying he made a mistake. I'm saying that I feel old because he's referring to an old Tacoma. And an old Tacoma was like, to me is like 80s, you know, or whatever. Not, some shit from before I was born. Not this shit that came out while I was a teenager. I was working age when that shit came out. I don't listen to country music, but props to Old Dominion for releasing the entire album where the lyrics are just the singer singing meow, meow, meow. I am not familiar, but that sounds interesting.
Now that we've entered the chorus, it actually balances out. Like everything gets more balanced now that the vocals are in, and they like take the foreground of the mix, and everything is like the instrumental is surrounding the vocals, and so it sounds more solid now. Like the bass has a more prominent role in the mix in this chorus, I think. So it gets better. So it was probably just the intro that felt like a little bit out of place or slightly unbalanced for some reason, but now the chorus feels more or less more balanced, honestly, not less. Yeah. So yeah,
I understand what you're saying. I feel like the bass guitar feels kind of narrow. It feels narrow, and
it should be narrow, honestly. I always like mix the bass guitar in mono. Just like that's the low end, it should be in mono. Like whatever.
I have never done that. I wonder if that should be something I should try. No, I always record it in stereo. I always want a really wide, you know, excuse me, a really wide low end. And I don't know, maybe that's why I have such problem, because like all of my low end mixes, all the low end of my mixes tend to be extremely bottom heavy, and maybe that is contributing to it because I always record and mix in stereo.
Not only I put the bass guitar like in mono, like when I'm doing the mastering or something like that, or trying to do the mastering, you know, I have that like stereo imager in Isotope Zone plugin used for mastering, and that stereo image, it like you can split the whole frequency range into parts and control like each part individually, like high frequencies, high mids, low mids, and the bass and whatever. So like usually just make the high end wider and the low end just 0 in mono. Boom. Everything that goes beyond like not beyond, like below 100 or 120, maybe less, maybe more hertz, 100 hertz probably, or something like that. I don't remember the correct setting for that, but like you get the idea. Everything below that frequency goes to mono.
Okay. Well, I'm certainly gonna have to try that. See how that ends up.
Including the kick drum, the bass, and the bass guitar in particular. So.
Okay. Let's keep her going.
It's right here. California. red sun melts into the blacktop. Dollar shades from a nowhere truck stop.
I do like the precision and control that he's exerting over this guitar. I will be disappointed if he didn't find a way to put a ukulele in there somewhere. Just saying. This song plays when the protagonist is driving through a lonely highway. It does have that vibe, that kind of, that loner vibe.
Okay, so I think I figured it out, like, almost. So my problem is actually the bass guitar sound in here. Like, probably not the way he played it, but, like, the way he mixed it and the frequencies he got. Maybe it's just limited by the bass guitar he uses or something like that. But, like, it feels like the bass guitar has some high mid frequencies and the low end, and there is not enough low mid frequencies, probably because, like, it feels like it has some higher, like, overtones, and it is it is distinguishable and audible in the mix, and it has that very low end that gives, like, the bottom of the track, but there is not enough body of the bass tone. So it feels a little bit odd, and it makes it sound as if the bass guitar is not prominent. It is prominent, but some frequencies are just,
Right.
going down.
Yeah.
So it makes it feel like the bass guitar is not quite there, and there is not enough bass guitar, but actually there is the bass guitar, and it is enough of that bass guitar in the mix. It sounds prominent, it sounds audible, it sounds good, but something is missing, and that little part that is missing makes me think that the bass guitar is missing.
I got you. So there's certain frequency range. You're saying that there's certain frequency ranges that have been subdued that kind of restrains the entire bass and prevents it from shining.
I think so. I'm not sure exactly what exactly happened there, and I can only assume
that could be exactly what I meant. Like when I was saying that it's narrow, that's kind of what probably what I was talking about, was that it just feels extremely confined. It doesn't feel full. That's kind of my issue with the bass guitar here.
Again, it might not be the mixing issue. Maybe it's the bass guitar he uses in the pickup, in the pickups on that bass guitar. Because, like, some bass guitars just cannot produce the right sound that will sit tight in the mix. Like, it depends on what settings do you use, and etc. etc. Maybe he uses the old strings. I don't know. Like, I can only assume what exactly happened there. I just feel like there's something missing in that bass guitar frequency range. Something's wrong with it, and this is bothering me a lot right now. And it's probably the only thing that is bothering me at this point, because the rest of the song just feels great. The crispness of the guitars, the precision he plays that guitar with, the, like, subtle percussion. Then the slightly overdriven guitar that is playing, like, the leads or something like that. The vocals are mixed on point. I think the bass guitar is the only thing that I have issues with right now. So
okay,
yeah,
I understand. So 0 out of 10, it's a garbage song and it should be trash. Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
All right, let's keep her going.
Your kiss and that coastline. If heaven is anywhere, pull it over to the shoulder to take it in and pull you closer. Loving you longer than I ever did. Going places we've never been. Cause heaven's in a blue Tacoma, California. Where they know you're in your hair. Rays of gold are shining on you. Ooh, heaven is anywhere. It's never running out of golden road. Always having your hand to hold in a blue Tacoma, California. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's right here. Tacoma, California. Whoa, rays of gold are shining on you.
How the Titans Fall. That Crusader would go from doing folksy ukulele music to pop country, but here we are, and he's not doing it bad. He's not.
It's just a cover, dude.
No,
Relax.
it's not.
He's not going anywhere.
We're losing him. We're losing him. He's
Everyone makes mistakes at some point in their lives. Forgive him for once.
I will forgive him.
He's not a bad bear, you know. He's a good bear.
There's a minute and 29 seconds left. Or, excuse me, a minute 9 seconds left, and I have heard 0 ukulele, and I'm about to be very upset. Okay.
Stop attacking him. Stop terrorizing him. He's innocent.
All right, let's keep her going.
It's in a blue Tacoma, California. One magnolia in your hair. Rays of gold are shining on you. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's never running out of golden road. Always having your hand to hold. In a blue Tacoma, California. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's right here. It's right here. Whoa, whoa. Right here, whoa, whoa. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere.
Oh man, that was a sick ass breakdown right there at the end. Man, he's got some disgusting vocals that are really just grotesque. That really just fucking, it's so nasty. No blasphemy, no pigs.
Crusader, of course. I love Slam Worldwide, yes.
Yes. Here comes Crusader. How popular is country in the U.S.? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. Now to be honest though, when we're talking about country in the South, it is all pop country, which is country music that is infused with like hip hop elements, and you end up with this really, really dog shit genre that a lot of people attribute to things like whenever you're thinking of this, you're thinking of like Taylor Swift and shit, right? Just garbage, absolute garbage. But the US's number one cultural export is hip hop. So country isn't super popular in you know that it's going to overtake like hip hop or whatever, but where I'm at in Oklahoma, it is literally all I hear all the time everywhere I go. It sucks. It's like
not the most popular music, it's just the default music for the United States. It's just everywhere and everyone listens to that and everyone knows that. But like it does not go beyond that. Like it's essential. It's just the default music setting for the United States, right?
Yes, because anytime anybody makes it, like anybody that is a huge name that comes out of like Oklahoma, for instance, is always country. Always. Carrie Underwood, I don't know if you've heard of that person. That was an American Idol person, but yeah, like so many people. I want to say Garth Brooks is from Oklahoma. I actually don't know. But Garth Brooks is huge. Yes, born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But this guy is enormous. Like everybody fucking knows who Garth Brooks is. Garth Brooks is a fucking legend in the southern United States. So country is really fucking popular, but I just maybe that's one of the reasons why I was so turned off from Fallout New Vegas. A lot of people want me to play like Fallout New Vegas on stream. I say a lot of people, there's like 3, but these people want me to play Fallout New Vegas on stream. And Fallout New Vegas, when I first pulled it up and it was very cowboy vibes and it was country music and shit, it was like, no, it's even infecting my games. So
they just wanted to see you suffer on stream.
True. So I despise country. I despise it a lot.
Which one?
All of them. We are anarchists here. But no, JK, LOL. It is just countries.
Polish countries.
Yeah, all of them. All right. So that was Blue Tacoma by Crusader.
I think we've got 35 minutes left.
Yeah, let's do about 35 more minutes. This cat is back there just scratching on the door, super pissed off that she can't be in here. Okay, so let's do like one or two more. HORNEEZ. Is this a grind war? I want to mention, by the way, there was no fucking ukulele. That's all I have to say about that. Do better, okay? So HORNEEZ, I don't remember listening to them before. I do recognize the name though. For sure, I remember the name HORNEEZ. So this is cool. I don't know what's going on here. Anime crap, but let's check this out. I'm so glad that we're here to, review music from tiny little itty bitty creators that only have 353,000 subscribers. I'm so glad that we're here to give those guys a little bit of the recognition that they don't get. Southern U.S. is just Mexico too. True. There's even Mexicans all over the place here, and it's great. Man, it's so awesome. You can barely understand anything they're saying because they talk so fast. But then they're giving you food and stuff, so you don't care. It's wonderful. It's actually great. So, anyway, HORNEEZ. Let's check this song out. That sounds like a VST to me. Or a very poorly mixed guitar. I don't like where we're going with this. Hello, Ems Hawker. I don't know how to say your name.
Have you heard Ziggy's got a new boyfriend? Have you seen a new man? Unforgivable, unforgivable, unforgivable. That's how it is, that's how it goes.
I'll repeat the same thing I said last time you checked out HORNEEZ. Do not check out the channel, Keck. Oh, I got you. MH Soccer. I got you. I think I'm from your Discord. Yes.
What's with those drums? Why are the drums so drowned?
Oh, Gargon, of course.
Why are the vocals so loud?
Yeah.
Like,
oh no. God, Gargon, of course, has got to be the contrarian jumping in chat. He knows exactly what we're about to say.
No, it's not a great mix. Even Gargon mixes better. At least he has like more prominent and like audible drums. He always does that. That's basically all he does.
I wonder if it's supposed to be a mess on purpose, maybe. If that's an artistic choice.
It could be like the atmospheric, like the striving for that atmospheric feel or something like that, but it just does not even come close to that.
It feels like maybe they're trying to be crunchy, but it's unbalanced and it's also just
odd. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man, not for me. But man, I've already signed up for it. I'm committed now. 36 seconds in. Let's keep going.
No, she never told me anything. Thought we had something, thought we had
something. This
is fucking criminal. You can hear that. You can hear what the program. I think it's program, but the program drums are doing a lot of different feels and beats and all that stuff. Like those like drum parts, they sound incredible, and interesting. And they fucking drowned them in the mix as if it's just nothing. I can barely hear the kick drum, the snare, and everything that is like all those little details, like the velocity changes on the toms, on the snare. Like I can barely hear the ringing of the cymbals, and the like cute little thumbs instead of the drum, the kick drum and the snare and whatever. Like the drums are doing a lot in the background, and they are they're just buried under everything, especially under the vocals, because the vocals are fucking loud in the mix. I hate it. But like maybe that's the purpose, to underline the vocals, but drowning the drums. Why? Why did they drown the drummer and the drum and the drums in general? Like what the fuck has happened here?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with anything that has to do with this mix. It's incredible. It is most definitely, just like we were talking about earlier, it is most definitely replacing a good precision mix and master, and you're replacing it with just compression. It is way super over compressed. You can tell that in the way that the whole upper end of the frequencies just completely fall apart and fray at the ends because they're just compressed so heavily, and it's just it's so bad.
Magically Core said, not sure what's happening in the background there. Music is happening in the background. Interesting drum fills, interesting drum parts. That's what is happening in the background.
I think it's all VSTs, by the way.
In the fucking background. Why did they do that? I mean, it sounds as if they took and like a ready instrumental, cut out the vocals, then somehow cut out the drums and recorded vocals upon that, as if it's just a karaoke version or something like that. If they made the instrumental from scratch, excuse me, this mix is garbage.
It says vocals Isaak Wolf. I do not believe that this is all I don't believe that these are instruments. I think that these are all individual programmers or something like that. I don't believe for a second that these are not VSTs, especially that guitar. Jesus Christ, that guitar tone, especially in these higher notes.
Okay. I don't have much to complain about the guitar tone and everything. I'm just complaining about the balance in the mix, the lack of balance in the mix.
Okay.
It just drives me crazy. This is stupid. I mean,
it's very clearly VSTs. Or
it's okay, honestly.
If it's not VSTs, they have cut out all of the humanization from it completely and have tried very hard to make it sound like it is a VST, which is just a weird thing. You'd want your VSTs to sound more like people, not your people to sound more like VSTs. I don't know. I don't like it.
I think it sounds like semi-decent for VST guitars. Like, it's not that bad, honestly. I've heard worse. So it's
I've heard worse VST guitars, but it's just still not hitting it. Just basically whenever it's straightforward, if you're using a VST guitar, there's got to be a lot more to it to pad it. It can't be a lead instrument by itself. I just can't handle it. I will lose my mind, as I am now. Let's keep going.
Night at the bar, I saw something from afar. So there she was, walking up in the bar.
Taking off my headphones because those fucking vocals are so fucking loud. I need to take off my headphones because I cannot listen to this mix. Fuck that shit.
Someone on his shoulder, I was on to see what unraveled before my eyes. And Vinny's got a new boyfriend.
Ah, damn, and the impact is, there's so much taken away from the impact whenever you have those breaks, when it's so over compressed like that. There's just it's so problems. Like, it could have been, I feel like there's potential in the composition, but it's just not coming together. Too many mistakes. I think you should check out Isaak Wolf's song after this one, since Isaak is part of the band. He is the guitarist and also the vocalist, apparently, which is pretty good.
That's how it goes. Why has he done this to me? Surely you must know how I feel. We can't condemn this now.
I get the impression that this is, and this is cool. This would be cool if this is what they're doing. Is like they invent characters and then they have like these characters that play these instruments. They make real music in the place of these characters, kind of like VTubers or some shit like that. That would be kind of neat. I tried to do that when I first started Stallion Slaughter. Stallion Slaughter was originally supposed to be a 3-piece band, and it was supposed to be kind of like a VTuber type of thing. And I had this whole big idea that I was going to do a Tumblr ask type of thing where I was going to draw the characters like recording music and stuff, and that was going to be my whole shtick. But eventually it just like, oh, Tumblr banned porn, and I left Tumblr, and I just could not find I couldn't find the fan base for it. Like, I couldn't make it work. Wait, FeFe Chan. Is that a Donald Trump reference there? The FeFe fan?
I wouldn't risk checking out random Twitter pages like on stream because, like, you never know.
It's true. But yeah, FeFe. I can't remember the quote, but there was a Donald Trump quote where he said some weird shit like that, and it was really
That's
fucking
all he
funny.
said. He tweeted one word.
Just FeFe.
Yes. For some weird reason.
Alrighty.
Fly away the silence on shout. Give me some peace of mind before you ruin my time. How could you do this to us? Thought we had built up some trust. Let me help you understand what I think is out of hand. Everywhere FeFe's got a new boyfriend. Have you seen that new man?
I feel like the drums are not interesting. I feel like the drums are trying extremely hard to be interesting, and it sounds like the type of programming that a person would do if they had no idea how drums were played. It feels like to me that there's a lot of things being lost in translation over the overcompression and being buried, that it sounds like if the drums were as busy as they are, that it would be interesting to hear that in a composition. But I think that this is I feel like the drums are actually garbo. The composition of in and of themselves, even without the mix and everything, I feel like are just trash. Is he HORNEEZ though? Maybe.
Unforgivable, unforgivable, unforgivable. That's how it is, that's how it is, that's how it goes.
All his tweets were just Coke FeFe. What a weird guy. Yeah, that's why they had to ban him. They had to ban him off Twitter to suppress the truth of the Coke FeFe. Oh my god. That was terrible. That was actually really bad. I don't know if HORNEEZ was this bad the last time we listened to them.
I don't think so. I think
Mapper
it was, like,
says
tolerable.
their mix was better the last time.
Probably.
Damn. I don't know. Whenever New Boyfriend comes up, I'm just cringing hard. I don't get the reference. Okay. Is that a Friday night fucking reference there?
No idea. I needed to make something hot to drink, so I just grabbed some cherry juice, like one part of cherry juice and 3 parts of hot water. So that's what I usually drink nowadays.
Cool. Let us check out this Isaac Wolf person, because this Isaac Wolf person was reportedly, or not purportedly, whatever the fuck is supposedly the vocalist for the last song we listened to, and this is supposed to be a solo thing. So this is not a good sign. This is actually good. As your top comment.
What?
The top comment is, this is actually really good. I just think, I love it feels backhanded when people say that. When people say
actually.
Yes. Well, this is actually kind of good. This is not radioactive fucking dog shit garbage nonsense. Interesting.
Interestingly enough, I wasn't aware of how the word actually works in English. So I used it in a way like that that when it is a synonymous to the word really. So like this is really good, and then I say like this is actually good, and like actually implies that it's the opposite of your expectations,
right?
Or something like that. So I wasn't aware of that meaning, and I was probably like using it in context like wrong, can't think of an example off the top of my head, but like the thing is like that I wasn't aware that that was a thing, and that actually means the opposite of your expectations or something like that. So
right.
The more you know.
So like, yeah, because if you meet somebody and you say, "Oh, you're actually pretty," it would be as if you're implying
I thought you looked like a bog frog.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
I thought that you just, when I pictured you in my head, I pictured a flaming pile of dog shit. But you don't look like that. That is the bar you have cleared. Good job.
Congratulations.
So, let's check this out. Chen and Talulah, whatever. Okay, let's check it out. The song is kind of long. It's 6 minutes long, so we'll go through it, and then we'll probably end it there. Actually,
maybe one random.
Okay. We'll do this one and then a random one.
We walk this path now. Have I done something wrong? Never fearing, no one's here. Open yourself up again, just to let yourself break.
Is this some of that vocoding crap or whatever the fuck we called it? I can't remember what it's called.
Nope, that's not the Vocaloid. That's actually someone singing.
Okay.
I guess.
It's not bad vocals, but there's some weird kind of effect going on that
I feel like they are just overcompressed. That's it. They are loud and overcompressed, like brick walled. That's the problem.
Well, I feel like it's also like quantized like a lot. I feel like there are accuracy adjustments all over the place where it doesn't sound like we're gonna get there, but then it just suddenly nails it. So yeah, this is extremely heavily edited, but it sounds all right. Random number generator stream when we've done a completely random stream before, We might be able to do
Good
that
times.
again next week. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just doing completely random streams.
The current one is number 43. Then we can make number 44 the random stream, and for number 45 we can like invite Francis.
Yes. I have that written down that we are going to do a Francis Vase guest thingy, and I'm that'll be cool as fuck. So let's keep it going on this tale of two sisters. Not bad. Not
Okay.
bad. Okay. Did you
No,
expect
this
it
is
to
like-
drop? Did you
This is
expect?
just math core something.
I don't know.
Something.
Yeah, it is that mathcore vibe. I felt like I expected it to I expected it to fade or to stop and to come back with some kind of rhythm. But it just kind of kept going and going. And it's, you know,
I'm not quite familiar with mathcore in general, so it's probably not. Well, I am aware of the existence of the band called the Dillinger Escape Plan. And that's
Yes.
probably the only band I know, like maybe one song or two songs or something like that. So it, correct me if I'm wrong, but this sounds like mathcore in general.
well, the Dillinger Escape Plan is they're towing the line, right? They're really, really close to just being regular, just deathcore. And so they do have mathcore elements to them, but they don't step so far out of line. They're a very good. They're one of those bands that are a bridge between two different genres, and you know, as you make your way over there, yeah, mathcore be like A equals 4, B
Stop
plus
that.
or minus.
I almost choke with the.
Oh shit. I expected this to go in a different direction, and it was really, really good. The screams and everything were really, really good. Very heavily edited, and I was fixing to say when the guitar first started to do the lead into the next passage, I was fixing to say that the riff is really fucking wild. It's obviously a VST, which is okay because it sounds pretty good for a VST. Even not as a VST, it's got a good tone to it. But whenever you're programming with a VST, it's okay to program something that is like not really possible for humans to play. I want to say there was like a some kind of piano arrangement that somebody programmed that sounded really, really cool and complex. And it sounded really cool and complex because it was impossible for like a human could play.
Black MIDI.
I can't remember what it's called.
You know what Black MIDI is?
What is it?
Black MIDI. That's the whole genre of like.
Oh,
No, that's
Oh,
not
it's
the
a
band.
band.
Not the band. Not the band. Images. Take a look at the images.
I'm just getting this band. But yeah, Black MIDI genre. Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like this.
It
the
usually
song.
comes with like the visualizer,
Yes.
If you scroll down, you can see it, like synesthesia or something. Yeah, this type of stuff.
And there was one, it sounded like, and it looked like this. Like, the notation was fucking Garbo wild like this. But
That's why it's called Black Midi.
yeah. So, and the song was impossible for people to play because it was like this, but it sounded like a really interesting, beautiful, classical piano arrangement. And it was really, really interesting. And some guy decided to sit down and try to play it on the piano, and it was really, really interesting to watch him do it. There's a whole thing about that. So that is what I was getting at with this guitar part, was that it sounds impossible. Like, there's no way that one person's hands could dance up and down the fretboard the way that it would have to in order to play this particular riff.
I think you can actually like tap some notes, like you check this and then tap some for 16th or 17th fret or something like that. So like, or, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, my thing is that the alternation, or the alternative, whatever the fucking word I don't know. The
I get it.
Alternating between tapping and palm mutes are really the thing that I just don't think that it's possible. It's wild.
It's probably not possible to do that with that particular precision.
Yeah.
It's like doable, but here it's just a little bit too robotic.
Right.
And sometimes it works with gent music, but like here it makes it pretty obvious that it was just programmed and not played.
Right. Okay, let's keep her going.
You need to think about how to make things impossible and make them and give them the impression that it is possible.
Yes. All right.
False identities, lost ideals, so nothing left to keep me hypnotized. Waiting for me, now all I need is the key. Save my people from tragedy. Take me out, 'cause I don't want to do this anymore.
This feels like several songs have been spliced together. It doesn't feel like, with the exception of that one part with the guitar, but even then, it just feels like multiple songs that are spliced together. There doesn't seem to be any transitory like fills with any instrument at all. It just goes from one passage to the next, which is it's interesting. I don't know. It's weird, and it hits my ear all kinds of wrong every time we go to a new thing. Sounds like emo music mixed with mathcore. Yeah, I would say so. Sure.
Not a very successful experiment, if you ask me.
No, I don't think so either. What does this say? I don't know what this Wolf. Well, okay.
Isaac Wolf?
Oh, it does say Isaac Wolf. It is okay. You're right. He says cool visuals, and I just couldn't like figure out what the fuck it was saying, but it is neat visuals for sure.
Please take me back. You don't know the bodies left in my path. Someone did say
My God.
Okay, almost there.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm actually really surprised that people still do that. Because, like, I thought that was going to be exclusively a 2005 to 2010 thing. I did not realize that all the way up until now, people are still doing the strictly wub breaks. That's so strange to me. So not for me. It was cool when I was like 14, but not. I don't know. It fell out of vogue for me really fast. At first, it was so cool when I first heard it, but I was over it just about as fast as I latched onto it, for sure. I don't know why, but the song feels not as full energy as it should be. Can't describe why. I think that Mapper said why. I think it does. It does feel like it's supposed to be emotional. Probably not like intense, but and it's conflicting so bad that I'm just not really into it. It is, as he said though, a much better mix than what we were working with before, for sure. This is miles ahead of the previous track. Emo mathcore, emo kids doing their math homework for sure. I like it.
Good one. That's a good one. Oh no.
Oh my god, I'm so. Go ahead.
It's trying too hard. It's trying too hard to be something. It tries that and this and that and that again. And just multiple different distinct genres pieces of music slapped together in a 6 minutes something. And it's trying too hard to be diverse and like probably story driven and interesting and entertaining at the same time. But the mixing is not very balanced and comprehensible for each particular part, and even less comprehensible and less cohesive for when those parts are just slapped or mashed together. It does not really work. Like those parts don't work together really well. Like they don't work well enough without proper transitions, and the vocals are mostly just monotonous, honestly. I expected more variety in the vocals. Like it's either the extreme vocals or the very emotional and expressive clean singing. There's nothing there is no parts when it just tones down and goes like half whispering or something like that, and it just does not go into that territory. It's either this or that. Nothing in between. No transitions. Constant like genre and style changes. It's hard to understand. Like this song is trying too hard to be something, and it does not understand what it wants to be. This is very confusing by itself. Like it is confused by its own existence. The song is confused by its own existence.
it does feel like it has a severe lack of direction. That we just kind of threw some things together, like as if, I don't know, this is a mishmash of a bunch of different projects, and we all forced it into just this one type of thing. I don't know how else to explain it, other than this weeb shit sounds all the same. Crashy Tunes is in chat. I meant to submit it, but I didn't. Crashy Tunes just released an album, and I forgot to submit it. I put it in my watch later, and then I put it in my watch later. Mechanical Wires in an Open Casket, full album 7 days ago. So I forgot to put that one in the submission, so we will definitely check that out very soon.
We'll edit later.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So I will. I'm gonna throw this, and you're gonna lose the camera for a second. I'm gonna throw this in stream text. No, it goes in submissions. What the fuck am I doing? There it goes. Okay, we're back.
That's a nice Winamp skin, honestly. Not that I like it, but it just looks nice.
Alrighty. Okay.
I
So
still use Winamp.
this, I'm so glad that Crashy Tunes decided to show up in chat, or I would have totally and completely forgot. Okay. So Chen and whatever the fuck this is, this, I don't know. Still need to add timestamps for sure. That's also really important. It helps a lot. But anyway, I don't know how to really say. I don't know how like to describe it. Like all of this.
I tried.
Yeah. So the weeb shit sounds all the same. Like they clearly come from a central place of influence. Okay, here. This is the best way I can explain it to a room full of bronies.
Okay. No worries. I'm not mocking or anything. Just go ahead. I'm just laughing.
I understand.
Ignore me.
Literally, album of the year from Gargod. That is the seal of approval. Put that in your description, Crashy Tunes. But anyway, is imagine Prince Whatever, right? He's approaching 100,000 subscribers, doing very well for himself. Now imagine if every single time you ever saw anything that had ponies at all, it was always a Prince Whatever clone. That is the impression I get from every single time you ever listen to anything that's got this weeb like aesthetic to it. And it annoys me so much. I feel like it is just a copy of a copy of a copy, and it's just getting worse. You know, PW mentioned OMG. Whenever I hear a mixed genre song, it usually works better for me when the genres are related to each other. Dubstep / metal rarely works. It rarely works, especially because those two genres really conflict with each other, and that the ways that they do work together have been done about 1 billion times already. Because there's a very small number of ways that dubstep and metal can work together. So it's already been done a lot. Industrial culture, I don't know about that. I don't know if it's like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Now you confuse me, okay? But yes, imagine a world of Prince Whatever clones. That's the impression I'm getting here. Anyway, we got 30 seconds left. I'm committed to it this far, so let's keep going. We are all Prince Whatever now. all of your prints, whatever, are belong to us. So yeah, not for me. Once again, like I'm rarely impressed by this. Whoever this circle is, what is this? Like I'm scared to check out their page. I'm not gonna do that, but Madoka submits a lot of music from whoever this circle is, and there's this. It seems to be all the same people that are all collabing and whatever. It seems tight, kind of like bronies, right? But they're all producing the same garbage.
Sometimes it works. I can distinguish like certain things, like if it has like an anime aesthetics, or I don't know, visuals, or anything that indicates that it's somehow connected to either anime or VTubers or Vocaloids or anything related to that or unrelated to that, it still sounds different to me, honestly. I can still distinguish,
Yeah. Wait. I think, like, I can tell that there's a difference between, like, the songs or whatever, but they all, like I said, it's just kind of like the difference between Prince whatever and Bree Bree. Prince whatever, like Bree Bree is just like, no shade, comes off as a fucking Prince whatever or a clown to me. Like I just and it's not bad or whatever. I just happen to like, I just happen to be okay with Prince whatever sound, and so I don't mind that people are like cloning that or like trying to mimic that or going for that style, even down to the lyric videos, and that's okay. But Vocaloid metal slaps, though, not gonna lie. If you're into the type of stuff, oh, you are Crashy Tunes. If you are into the type of stuff that Crashy Tunes does, then yeah, I'm sure you would enjoy that. Maybe I'm booming, and I need to update my musical tastes to accept the weebs and the Vocaloids and the fucking VTubers and all that bullshit.
It's time for the RNG.
Let us pray to the RN Jesus.
Okay, so it's gonna be
RN Jesus, hallowed be thy name. 122. Slaughter VTuber when? Oh my god. Can you imagine? Okay, I've been skipping around all over 2022, so let's just do 16 to 122. 21. So not too much older. Organic Transcendence.
oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be good. I love that. So like he dropped some unreleased stuff. Virtue is the first track.
Holy shit, it's 17 minutes long.
It's the EP of 3 tracks. We're checking out the first one only.
Okay. He's got a timestamp.
Yeah. So he dropped in 2021 to drop this 3-track EP after like a decade or something like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
His last stuff was from 2012. Again, a 3-track EP. So.
Okay, so my expectations are high.
And then he suddenly dropped this release, and it just blew my mind. That stuff was great.
Whenever it's sold.
It's only 17 minutes, and let me explain. True. Honestly, I agree with that, because I'm trying to come up with an explanation, or more like an excuse to like. Okay, please let me explain. I can explain this. I can explain this. This is actually good. This is actually good.
Right.
This is not what you think. This is actually good. I promise. I can explain. I mean, this is how I usually try to do things. So yeah, that's spot on.
Okay. So this is death metal. I don't think we've heard any straight up death metal in a really long time. So let's check it out. It's Organic Transcendence. This song is called Virtue from a three track EP called 1,000 Joys and 1,000 Ills. Let's check it out. Oh my god, I have no notes. This is incredible. This is so old school. Like, this is extremely very old school death metal that has been transported from the late 90s, early 2000s to now. Like, this is incredible. This is really, really good stuff. The vocals are pretty good too. And the riffs are interesting. The drums can keep up too. I'm impressed. I like this. This is really good. Man, I just feel like it's underproduced. I feel like if
he usually does not bother about the mixing quality. It gets better in time, but like it's never like polished or just, you know, like crispy and balanced and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's always like kind of dim and a little bit hazy and like dirty.
Yeah, and I think that's also what's contributing to the, as Gargad said, the 90s death metal. It does have a late 90s death metal vibe. Like, this shit is produced in my basement and it was recorded directly onto this 8-track tape and now you're listening to it. It's a little bit better than that, but it's still it's kind of nostalgic while also being brand new, which is kind of cool. I like it a lot. This is neat.
It's almost always the case with his projects, so I get used to that.
Man, I want stems. I wonder if he would. No, there's no way. Maybe.
He only dropped the link to download it. That's all.
Wait, did he? Did he drop the stems?
Yeah. No, not the stems, but like just you know, the way to download this music. Because he only linked this video on his channel on YouTube, and no other sources to get this music.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. What the fuck? Huh.
He just keeps being cryptic and all that stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Also busy with his new album and relatively new project and all that stuff.
Huh.
However, how many projects does he have? I am not even sure, but like, I'm glad he's still making music. That's all.
Yeah, it gives me. Now the gutturals aren't as low, but it gives me Disfiguring the Goddess vibes. That Disfiguring the Goddess was it was really, really good stuff when it first dropped. I can't remember when it came out. Figuring the goddess. But like that dude ended up doing so well for himself that he went from just doing like silly YouTube videos to being on stage with like what's his name? Fucking Mitch Lucker's band, Suicide Silence and shit like that. Anyway, let's keep going. I like how everything seems to come out perfectly clear except for the drums. The drums feel like they're totally and completely buried, which sucks because it sounds like they're doing cool stuff, but it's buried really bad. But I can hear the bass come out like perfectly clear, especially through that sort of quasi-lead section there. Neat. Oh, you're right. Blast beats. Really impressed with these guitar solos though. It's just like it kind of jumps in out of nowhere and goes and then it just kind of drops out and we go on to the next passage. It's really interesting. It's so confusing but also interesting. It's just an intriguing composition. That's really all I have to say about that for so far. And I wish there was a proper mix on it. But like this album cover or EP cover or whatever, the album, whatever art here that we've got going on is kind of indicative of, it seems, the way he approaches it, where, you know, clearly a lot of effort has gone into it, but then putting the final touches together, for some reason, we just slap some fucking Times New Roman on top of it. And it's like, what? You know, and so, yeah. Anyway. It sounds like the rhythm is carried by a distorted bass guitar running down the center, and then we've got two guitars that are split that are going just like, I mean, just going the fuck off like the whole time. And it's a really, really interesting sound. Like, or maybe there is rhythm guitars at the same time or whatever. I don't really know what's going on, but it's a really intriguing arrangement on the guitars. So strange. Jesus. What a complex arrangement. I mean, like, incredibly complex. What did we listen to that one time? Some Canadian shit, and I was just like, it's incredible, but it's so complex, I just can't keep up with it. It is beyond me.
It's different, though. Like, it's vastly different.
Yeah. It feels familiar because it feels like, as Gargod was saying, it feels like late 90s, death metal. It has a nostalgic flavor to it because it feels old, but it also has this very different arrangement going on that is incredibly complex, and it changes everything while also remaining familiar. It's so cool.
It sounds familiar because he literally just used a few riffs and solos from his other project from like 7 years ago.
Oh, that we listened to?
No. We haven't checked that yet.
Oh, okay.
It's just like I am familiar with most of his other projects, so I just like when I first heard this one dropped 6 years after his disappearance, it's been 6 years now, 6 years in 2021. Last time he released an album that was 2015. So and then he drops this one, and at some timestamp, I probably mentioned it in the comment section somewhere, I hear that one particular riff from his 2015 album, and damn, that's really him. That's literally what he did. 108, yes. That probably, because this is literally.
Whoop, my bad.
This is literally the riff from one of his songs from 2015.
So what's going on there?
This is the riff from one of his songs from 2015. From the other project of his. So he just keeps using and hiding those references as if he knows that I follow all of his music. Like, as if he, I mean, that's probably just a coincidence. But like, this is his like signature sound. Like, it's as if he's trying to say like, yes, this is still me. This is still my music. Well, yeah, I'm alive and doing pretty well. So here's some tune to jam to, you know. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's you. That's really you. Now I believe that is you because you literally use the same things you used in the past. So that's cool. That's cool.
Huh.
And Jesus, this is just blessed. This is blessed.
Yeah.
It's like it's been like 6 years, and now I got this, and like, damn, he did not quit music. He kept making music. He started that like, well, basically really resurrected that old project of his called Evocator. Now he's working on a new album. He dropped this particular EP for Organic Transcendence. What next? Is he going to revive Cytotoxin or an Infinite Dream sequence? I have no idea. But like, the idea that he is still alive and making music, that's just, I don't know, that makes me happy, honestly. That gives me hope and joy in life.
Especially something especially somebody who does something as interesting as complex as this. That would be a great loss for if somebody was to be like, "Oh, I did my one thing. I'm good now. Bye." Like, yeah, it's incredible. It is criminal.
I mean, he's been doing that since probably 2007 or 2008. So yeah. he did a lot by this time. But like, it was just sad when he just stopped appearing here and there. But like, secretly, I knew that he will eventually come back, and now he comes back and works on more stuff. So I'm looking forward to hear that. Maybe not with this project, but with Evocator at least. So yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we got to listen to this one. It is about 11:30 at night. You can't tell for me because I am not in Russia right now, so I'm not in that time zone. But it is 2:30 for me, and I need to go to the store before I get my kid from school, so I really have got to go. But we appreciate y'all joining us. We will see you all next week. We will do, I think, is the Francis Vase one next week, or is the all random one next week?
All random.
Okay.
This is going to be number 44 because this particular one is number 43. Next one will be 44 with all randoms, and then we'll invite Francis to the slaughtering.
Cool. Okie dokie. Well, I appreciate y'all joining us. This has been fun, and we will see you. Bye.